All right, highest total belongs to the Nuggets visiting the Blazers, 227.5. Kenny, chase your fade. This one hits the over cashed in each of the first two games in the Mile High City.
I'll go under. I mean, look, you look at game 2, and it was really just the total cash because of one huge quarter. It was the second quarter, and I don't know if you remember, Damian Lillard hit everything he looked at in that quarter, and the Nuggets just answered right back. It was a very fast-paced quarter. Other than that, these teams kind of were settled down. I think that in general, we're going to see a lot more post play in this one. The Portland Trailblazers were forced. I know they take a lot of threes. I know it's silly to say this, right? They take some of the most threes in the league. But when you look at Jusuf Nurkic, he was in foul trouble that whole game. And I do think that they need to go to a more high percentage look more often to stay in these games. I think that they know that. And so I do think that Nurkic is going to be a little more featured in this Portland offense, which is going to take away some of the 3-point attempts, which in turn is going to take away some of the scoring in this game. And don't knock the Blazers defense. It was league average over the last 15 games of the regular season. They made a lot of improvements on that side when Nurkic and McCollum got healthy. I think this defense is better than people give it credit for. I think we could see definitely like a 109 to 104 game.
Nick, you want to go with the under?
I think I'm going to go over. Both games, like you said, in this series have gone over so far. They've both been over this 227.5 number as well. I think we see a better game from Michael Porter Jr. I think that obviously boosts the Nuggets scoring total. As far as Damian Lillard and Nikola Jokic go, those guys, you could kind of just pencil them in for what they've been doing so far. Maybe Lillard isn't quite as red hot from 3, but I think he's very capable of putting up 40 in every game in this series. It's going to come down to whether the role players are hitting shots, for both sides. And, you can't depend on Lillard to give you 8 or 9 threes himself, but the Blazers bench gave them almost nothing in game 2. Carmelo Anthony was really bad. He was 1 of 5. They got nothing from Anthony Simons, who actually played pretty well in game 1. Norman Powell, who's a starter, didn't shoot the ball well either. So, even if you think Lillard maybe takes a slight step back, I think the Blazers can get a little more from their bench. And the other thing is Portland turned the ball over 21 times in that game. So I think that number comes down, and that also helps them boost their point total.